NFL showdown today. I will let you know we had the Raiders in the last preseason game, and then it's the regular season after that.
There's no doubt about it now. This guy has to be in the all-Madden team.
Until you drop your links. Until you drop your links. So people can follow you back.
Oh, this was yours because you end up quitting.
Get the 5 free.
So what you want to do?
I'm alright. I had to switch positions.
Please. I'm messing with you. You cooking today, so get your ass in the kitchen. Get your ass in the kitchen, girl, and go and put that ham on.
I had to squeeze that one.
Gonna fuck around and squeeze some shit out there. So we got the Los Angeles Raiders going against the Dallas Cowboys. So the Dallas Cowboy fans treat the Raiders fans any kind of way you want to treat them.
Somebody's already watching.
Either
Alpha or Prince.
Tonight.
Wow, what's up with you, dude?
In Arlington, Texas.
I knew it was one of them three.
It's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hi. I better go shit before I shit on myself.
Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's another typical season for Jimmy G. Last year, when he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
right away. Here's Garoppolo to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. A first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
I was scratching my foot, not my ass.
I didn't say you would.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
You better go in there and find you something to eat.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Prescott now. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead.
Chris, what's up, dude?
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Short throw.
I'm good, man. What's going on?
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was?
All right, I see you. I see you.
Outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return.
We up 14-0 right now, Prince.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Hey, Prince.
But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense just to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
I just do macaroni and cheese.
Sweep. This is Adams.
Just go. I'll make some homemade macaroni and cheese. All you need, baby, is another box to the elbow and get that Velveeta.
What's up, Prince? How you doing, bro?
I don't make homemade macaroni and cheese without the Velveeta.
Garoppolo gonna try and
Hey,
throw
Prince.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball.
Okay, as long as I didn't hit you.
Maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
Take my keys, babe.
Down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Same target, it's Jacobs again.
You ain't getting up, young man.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, he stopped short of the 40. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here, up at the 44. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. Down to about the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw
okay. How was it?
What we did see. Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
What was the subject about today?
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Okay.
Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through.
Huncho Gaming, what's up, dude?
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver.
This 24.
Presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him. Touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue.
What was the script so I can look it up? All right, Huncho.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it, preseason. Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. That may just be the
Thanks,
second
Huncho.
quarter. He's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We doing good, bro. What about yourself?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he goes out around the 39. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd.
I know. Tell me about it.
Stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Third down and 1. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, Adams, what a grab. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman.
Word?
Sports.
Yeah, I might have to jump on that tomorrow, Huncho.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone.
Me neither. That's what I'm waiting on. I can't wait to see that.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. They like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You don't say, oh, punch your game.
On play action, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
That's going to be a good-ass Monday night show.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
First down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 67 yards.
Charlotte Flair coming back too.
Carries.
Oh, shit, we got the heavy hitters coming.
Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch.
Boy, they were successful.
But we don't know when. Charlotte Flair was supposed to have been back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shit. And, probably, I think so.
Play action now, Prescott.
That, the White Six and Alexa teaming up.
Just shy of the 40.
Oh, I heard she was coming back
20
too.
yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down. Even with a 3-3 lead in the 3rd quarter, I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen leads happen throughout this league. They don't want victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Goldberg coming back tomorrow. Challenge Gunther for the belt. Axel.
and broke the
I don't know if Gunther take that challenge. It's gonna be a good fight.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed.
Remember, yeah, I remember that.
Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
I remember that.
Texas is the spot
By Gunther, I remember.
AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it.
Oh, shit.
Whatever you want to select is there. You want to
So it's official for Goldberg then.
pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
From the one closest to her, nobody knew else was more close to Jay but Bianca. No, I don't think it was Bianca, bro, because she was in a match. Not Bianca Belair, Prince.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
But yeah, I don't think Bianca do nothing like that now if she in the match.
Partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being
said, I know Cena coming back. The Rock been gone, been making movies and shit.
If this possession is an empty one, they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down,
oh,
and
no.
a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We just gonna have to wait and see when Jay come back.
Second down and 1. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the
he gonna be at Royal Rumble.
First down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers.
You made that sound good.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Jacobs.
I know, right?
Going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes third down at 7. Now Garoppolo lets this go for Ridford downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up
incomplete. Zone's reaching there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there. That's my typical.
No, I don't know, Chris. It could be, it could be not.
The incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
They ain't scored yet? Shit.
Second quarter, 39 seconds.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
I just looked it up.
You just looked what up?
Look at the big man rumble. And he takes
After
it
the match,
down to the 22.
Cargill reveals that Naomi was the one who attacked her and went after her, seeking revenge.
Tremendous all-night.
Oh, what?
They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
All it says was it was Naomi who attacked her. This was 3 days ago.
Oh, shit.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15.
Hey, Prince, I think it was Naomi there, Playboy.
First down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4
Yeah, I just found out myself.
I looked it up right now.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play.
And this was as of 3 days ago, y'all.
Now Jones. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots.
After the match, Cargill revealed that Naomi was the one who assaulted her and went after her, seeking revenge.
Hey, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I got to pause for the cause. Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Because Bianca's the one who actually attacked Jade. Nia's claim to this belief is that Bianca Belair could not stand to share the spotlight with Jade Cargill. Nia claims that Bianca viewed Jade Cargill as being bigger, stronger, and just overall better than her. So Bianca snapped and took out Jade, since she was becoming more of a threat to her spot in the company. Nia wanted Bianca Belair to stop pointing fingers and just own up to being the one behind the attack. So the first time in this story's month-long existence, this is the real first time that Bianca Belair has been accused on television by someone of being the attacker. And like we always say here all the time on Wrestling World CC, heels can speak a lot of lies and a lot of nonsense. But at the same time, they can have these moments of saying some valid things if you really pay attention to what they're saying. And that's the case here with what Nia Jax is saying. Everything Nia said about the entire situation was all valid points. This entire tragic situation in Jade Cargill has left no hardships at all for Bianca Belair to deal with. And was that the case only because Bianca Belair was pulling the strings for the entire situation to begin with? Same thing goes for what Nia Jax said about Bianca Belair possibly not wanting to share the spotlight.
Yeah, it's about to go down.
I'm back, y'all.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
I know, right, Brent?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yep, that's who it was.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
When she coming back?
It is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being
But
facetious
you know when
here.
she comes
But you
back,
get points.
it's
You feel a
gonna
little bit
be
better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Hoyer. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Up the middle, Jones. Able to push his way through. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points.
All right, we want to thank the Las Vegas Raiders and their fans for coming to Dallas today. Sorry we had to shut y'all out like that. That's the end of the preseason.
And the other one, obviously, not ready at all.
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
I remember it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
So long. But we got one more game. Burn it. Burn it. You trying to say burn it to the ground tonight, Prince? I heard it. Drink me some water. Ooh, shit. What's up? All right, give me a minute. Hold on. It was a lick theme song. Right? I know, right? All right, here it comes, sis. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
I'm in here.
All right. Got 21 people. See what we gonna do. Okay, y'all, for the ones who ain't here, this gonna be the last game of the night right here. Until next Saturday. First game of the season. We have the New York Giants. And we're going to be in New York tonight, so I hope y'all got your tickets ready because it's going to be a good one tonight. Sunday prime time. That ain't got nothing to do with me on that one.
What?
The kind of rapper you got. And just wait till I get off live.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question.
You did, Frank.
In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys.
Hey, Prince, what was the scripture? So I can read it.
Week 1, a lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, look out. Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones.
Catch your ass.
He will go down.
Yeah, I thought you just gonna sit there and just try to
that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Taking it about the 36.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 0 like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear?
Touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew
I know, right?
Book and reiterated on the sidelines.
Oh,
right?
Corinthians 5 and 17. Okay, thanks, Prince.
No answer for that right there.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's Robinson. Here's Robinson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Second game.
So the Giants
this is
getting
the
the
first
football back
season
for their
game
second
right here.
drive. And Charles,
We shut the
nothing like
Raiders out.
squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, It allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On second and very short, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
On second and 10, Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, every drive,
what a hole is that?
Most quarterbacks would tell us ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Okay.
Game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
I ain't eating nothing yet, Prince. I'm eating on the hall right now.
Here's Pollard again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hold on,
Prescott.
He's
got his target. That's
first down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. And a moment here to recognize a nice milestone for Dak Prescott. That last throw puts him over 25,000 yards passing for his career. Not too bad for a 4th-round pick. And congratulations to Dak on what has been a solid career thus far. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
You got to play smart when you play them Giants. Because you got to play smart when you play them damn Giants.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Okay.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And the one for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 34. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. That's going to be caught by Hodges. Operating from the gun, Jones. Left side taken in by Snow. And this one is stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Jones, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the board.
And still yet to find the end zone. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Isaiah Pacheco, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Desmond Ridder, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, this is going to get a bonkers rating. Bills Jets at MetLife Stadium. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Let's get it. All right, Cowboys, now got to play smart. Got the lead.
Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's
James Money, what's up, Doug?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some.
Good pick.
Shepherd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And running with power here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half. And the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Okay.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
It's been confirmed to attack
it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to attack.
I looked it up on my phone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepherd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him.
Is what they're saying.
11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So
Nobody
on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
This will be a good follow-up story for what I did a couple weeks ago with y'all.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield. You
That's what
don't have a guy open.
done.
Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're heading the chains down.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
I'm going to go live here
in a little bit. 11 yards that time and a new side downs.
Do a follow-up story for what I did the other day.
On first down. This one is Slayton over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks.
It could be, Prince. It could be.
They rallied and made the tackle.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Gano's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Prescott. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a give here to Pollard. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And that one is
pass interference.
Penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And whatever showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Jones on 1st and 10. And that one complete to Hodges. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Waller's had trouble staying on the field since back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but few possesses athleticism at the position, and that's what the Giants traded for last offseason. Looking like the vintage Waller with that first down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jones on first down. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Push your ass back.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. Always making sure no one's holding. Looking to throw. Jones.
We'll get these off for Barkley. And this distance is going to be pretty long. Not a huge gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they're getting it 20 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more.
Thanks for letting the Dallas Cowboys come to New York City.
Fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road.
It's been fun beating y'all. But now, Dallas Cowboy fans, get on the buses. Let's ride back to Dallas. Because there ain't nothing else for us here. But I will see y'all hopefully next Saturday. But I know I see y'all Monday because NBA is tomorrow. So make sure you click in on 5:30. This your boy signing off. Living with the Hendersons. Peace, love, and loyalty.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
New York going to Glendale?